Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in with me this day. So, welcome to another State of the Dojo, and this one is a very important one. So, first off, let's throw in the happy Leo season. It's officially started. Happy Olympic season. The games have officially started, and I hope you're having an awesome day today. Now, on with the news and why I've titled this video the way I have. Now, as of yesterday, as officially started at 12:01 this morning, SAG-AFTRA has officially done a strike against the video game industry for their lack of compensation for voice acting artists. However, unlike the movie industry, video games can continue their production without the actors on site, because obviously the main focus is on the programming of characters, movements, and designs, etc. So, they have recently announced on the SAG-AFTRA website and a bunch of other news outlets that for those who are participating in Comic-Con and all these different things, since this happened so suddenly right before the convention occurred, you will not be affected by the strike. You would not be considered crossing over the picket line if you happen to be participating in meet and greets, cosplay, etc. But that's only for Comic-Con. For everything else, you can pretty much assume that whatever's part of the strike during Barbenheimer last year might still apply for this one. So I would recommend prudence in making sure that if you are thinking of having guild membership in the future, that you play it safe. So you're wondering, why am I making this video? Well, as you can see, it's a video gaming channel. So, of course, unfortunately, it's going to affect me most adversely. This time, this is going to affect me, my work most adversely. So I had to get a bit more creative. Now, the good news is, in terms of my current playthroughs on my channel, it's not adversely affecting me too hard in terms of content. The companies that are currently being struck by this strike are 10 companies, and the listed 10 are active, and some of them are actually pretty much the usual suspects, and there are a few surprising ones that didn't make it on here, and there's one that I was kind of surprised about that it did make it on here. Here are the ones that are currently being struck as of today, which is Activision Blizzard, Blind Light, Disney Character Voices, EA, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Formosa Interactive, Insomniac, Take-Two, VoiceWorks Productions, and WB Games. So like I said, the good news is the majority of the games that I am currently playing through, i.e. Sonic Mania and No Straight Roads, they are not part of this list. So I am fine on that front. So No Straight Roads is safe, so I'll be able to finish it properly. It's not by any of the publishers or companies listed on there. And most Japanese titles are safe. So Shenmue and Mega Man, like Capcom stuff, that's safe too. And even Santa Monica Studio who made the recent iteration of God of War, that's safe as well. Unfortunately, that did take out a good chunk of my future titles that I have. So, because that would technically be considered promoting struck work. So all of these I can't play. So I plan to do an Alan.
Yeah, we have to ask you to come along with us.
Sorry, 1 second.
And you are?
Sorry about that. My Roku box, like the Netflix, kind of got set off. Whew. Okay, as I was saying, Alan Wake. That's that's published by Epic Games, even though it's a Remedy game, so that would consider being promoting struck work. Destiny, another game I wanted to do, even though it's mainly by Bungie, it also is produced by Activision Blizzard. Can't play that. Same with Destiny 2. Hitman. Wasn't planning on doing a playthrough of this, personally. Maybe for a chill stream material. Even though it is an IOI and Square Enix property now, it was published by WB, so that's on the list too. And unfortunately, that also includes my beloved Kingdom Hearts. Because once again, even though this is a Square Enix property, it also involves Disney. So that's out too, unfortunately. So I did email last night, like SAG-AFTRA last night, to see if streaming already existing games, like if streaming things that have already been out, or streaming in general on YouTube and Twitch of struck companies' work is considered crossing the picket line. Because I would rather be careful and not risk endangering my guild membership or possibility of it by playing struck work. For the most part, from what I can tell, it's pretty much the same as the acting strike last year, where you just make sure you don't promote any struck work at all, and just appear as yourself or focus mainly on the work you do. And there are certain works that you're not going to be able to do because of this video game strike as well. Like motion capture would be considered working, especially if it's going towards a video game. Animation, not as many exceptions as there were compared to the acting strike either. So there's a bunch that we're still trying to figure out as of this moment, but that's what I am currently working with as of today, pretty much. So I'm also going to call SAG-AFTRA as well, get the words correct about what streamers can do to support the strike and make sure they're not accidentally promoting struck work. And hopefully, if anybody wants to do guild work in the future, that we will be safe to be able to get that once it gets to that point. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a phone call, and I'll update this on my YouTube channel accordingly. So keep an eye out for that. But okay. So that's what's been going on. Okay. Let's see. So we got somebody on chat here.